hands together and welcome Mr. Jim Nitschke.
Thank you. Is my guitar loud enough, though? You know, to some I'm called the Panther City Cowboy. I'm pulling out of town today to do the cattle drive that typically takes just under a year. Say goodbye to my girl and clear town before Johnny Law figures me out. I'm taking a few head of cattle to Fredericksburg to start with and working my way south and then north and returning back to Fort Worth in about a year. Well, I'm the luckiest man in this here land. I got a whole lot of friends singing that cowboy band. But been alone most of my life. Sometimes I'm high, sometimes low. I've walked the ridges, I've ridden the trails, slept on grassy knolls. Spent a short time with a wife, but man, that just weren't for me. I'm back on the trail, I'm riding again. Gotta see what there is to see. Gotta go where my horse goes. Gotta drift where the wind blows. Gotta feel that when I'm awake, there ain't nothing much I have to take. I can ride till I ache to the bone. My saddlebags take what I own. Got a canteen and grub and a gunny sack. So kiss me 'cause I won't be back. This cowboy's who he wants to be. See a ranch just up a mile. I'll stop in there for a while. I ain't looking for work, just something to eat. Linger while coolin' my feet. I'll work the corral, some wood I will chop. Too much work, I'll be sorry I stopped. But there's a woman there, and she ain't shy. She'll surely be glad I stopped by. I'll watch the sunset in the west. Look around for a place to rest. Get off the trail where the lights don't shine. Put on a cover of whiskey or wine. I rise in the morning, I comb my hair, ride my horse going anywhere. At the end of each day, well, I know I'll be free. This cowboy's who he wants to be. This cowboy's who he wants to be. I'm heading down to Fredericksburg. And when I get down to Willis City Loop, I'm going to take my cattle and join in with a bunch of other fellas. We're going to leave in the morning, but I got some stuff I need to do in between there, I think, and down in Fredericksburg. The old cowboys are singing, the young cowboys are thinking about his girl down in old Fredericksburg. The bright stars help him to think of. He remembers his true love, the dance she did in her white and flowing gown. He looks across the prairie, he whispers her name, Carrie, wishes he were alone with her tonight. And he looks at all the cowboys that are sleeping into his joy. He might safely leave without them being aware. He climbs up in his saddle, across the prairie he skedaddles with one thing of importance on his mind. After riding like the fury, the town lights twinkle so clearly. All he can think is that sweet girl and her love. He rides up to the dance hall, gets down off the saddle, looks inside through a window from outside. And the music they're playing keeps all those folks a staying. The cowboy polka, the magic of the night. Well, he danced the night with Carrie. She asked him if he'd marry. He couldn't answer, and it's just as well. He kept thinking about the prairie and the life he'd have with Carrie. It just would be unkind to ask of her. So he walked her to the doorstep. She's afraid to make one more step, so he gently kissed her on the cheek. He climbs up in his saddle, across the prairie he skedaddled, slowing down as he sees the distant campfire light. He climbed on off the saddle, very quietly he waddled through bedroll spread upon the ground. Well, he laid his head down slowly, noticed they'd not heard his roaming. The cowboy poke, the magic of the night. Gonna miss that. Gonna miss Court and Carrie, but you know I'm heading out with a bunch of cowpokes, and you never know what's gonna happen with these guys. We're going to Laredo. I fell in love with a Mexican girl in Laredo. Her sweet kisses taste like sun-ripened tomatoes. I fell in love the moment that I saw her. Her dark, sparkling eyes, blue Texas skies in Laredo. The Mexicans kneel in vegetable fields in Laredo. Hot pepper, sweet corn, and sun-ripened tomatoes. Yes, I fell in love the moment that I held her. Her dark, sparkling eyes, blue Texas skies in Laredo. That night at the dance there, filled with romance in Laredo. Accordion playing, young girls are swaying in Laredo. We fell in love doing a Mexican dance in Laredo. Her dark, sparkling eyes, dark Texas skies in Laredo. We spent the night in each other's arms in Laredo. The morning would tell if there'd be church bells in Laredo. The morning arrived, said she'd be my wife in Laredo. We spent our honeymoon in a place called Barbados, and spend the rest of our lives as husband and wife in Laredo. That last verse is a bit of a fantasy, don't you think? Yeah, but I never do stay long. You know, we're going to head up to El Paso, but before then, got to put on the sombrero. It gets a little warm out there. So let's just think about that one for a minute. This song's about my sombrero, my Mexican sombrero. Keeps the rain from falling on my face. Sing about these chaps, my boots and my spurs, all important but not like my sombrero. Well, my horse is my buddy, keeps me from getting muddy, and the saddle helps me from falling. As I ride through the desert, sombrero light as a feather, keeps the sun from parching my face. Ride along, ride along, ride along, oh Cisco, ride along. As I sleep in the desert, sombrero shields the weather, as the moon tries to keep me awake. I can sing about a sombrero, my Mexican sombrero. The rain still tries touch his face as I ride in the desert. Sombrero light as a feather keeps the dust from parching my face. Ride along, ride along, ride along, oh Cisco, ride along. Well, it's still kind of hot out here, so I'm going to keep this sombrero on it for a minute, you know. Heading up toward El Paso. Well, I was following the river, not to go dry. El Paso on the horizon. Wonder if Liliana's back from Mexico. Liliana, Liliana, please come back to me, Liliana. I'm here waiting in El Paso. Please come home from Mexico, Liliana. I'm Cowboy Wyatt. That's our dog. I can't keep quiet about my sweet Liliana. Well, I'm here waiting in El Paso. Please come home from Mexico, Liliana. Once our true love was all that mattered, but somehow our love has shattered. Oh, but Liliana, oh Liliana, please come back, Liliana. Please come home from Mexico, Liliana. I saw her dancing in the desert. I knew she'd be mine forever. Oh, but Liliana, oh Liliana, please come home from Mexico. Please come home from Mexico. Please come home from Mexico, Liliana. Well, that was a long night. Next ride is going to be hot. Got to change horses. Going to get myself a Mustang horse, a little mule in him. When you go out across that rocky terrain that we're coming into New Mexico, it's a little more steady, but not quite as comfortable. Next stop, it's going to be Cerrillos, New Mexico. Cerrillos is a wonderful little town. You know, Cerrillos is a true Western town. The old dusty streets, false fronts on the buildings. The saloon doors swing in and out just like in the movies. Down at the post office, there's a sign that says, letters written. I guess the folks there ain't got much educating. Maybe not. But anyway, they live in them old shacks. When the wind blows from the west, they lean this way. And when it comes from the east, they lean that way, and so on and so forth. Peeping out through their burlap-covered windows, because they put burlap over so air can get through, but not much dust. They see three cowboys coming into town, worry about strangers. You see, they have a bank. Not much money, but a bank indeed. They don't have a sheriff, but they got himself a mayor. So they're watching these people coming, these cowboys coming in, and they're kind of at a half gate. And they think maybe they just want something to drink, or maybe some whiskey, because the beer is hot in town, there ain't much electricity. So he said, well, we hope. You know, and there's a wind is picking up. And a rattlesnake, they kick up and they're coming into town. One of the youngest in there finds him a really pretty Mexican girl, talks her into going to Idaho along. I don't know about that. It's going to get kind of strange out on the range with a pretty girl out there, too. But we'll just have to put up with it. In fact, ride along, oh cowboy, ride along. Out on the trail, temptation rides along, so ride along. Oh cowboy, ride along. Well, your girl back in town knows the truth about you. You might want to behave till this year is through, so ride along. Oh, cowboy, ride along. Well, the gal on the trail, well, she looks at what you ail. But your girl back in town will have you thrown in jail, so ride along. Oh, cowboy, ride along. The gal on the trail, well, she fits her saddle well. You might want to try, but you'll end up in hell, so ride along. Oh, cowboy, ride along. Her tight-fitting jeans, a temptation it seems. It might be a swig of your whiskey Jim Beam, so ride along. Oh, cowboy, ride along. Well, you're riding too fast. You catch up with your past. Her horse right ahead on a trail. You're not thinking about the fear of jail. Ooh. Well, you're not thinking clear, forgot to tighten your gear. As luck would have it, you fall off on your rear. You know what they say about that? You fall off, old cowboy. Get back on, get back on. Oh, cowboy, get back on. Ride along, oh, cowboy, ride along. Out on the trail, temptation rides along, so ride along. Oh, cowboy, ride along. We're riding up through Colorado, heading for Idaho. And in fact, it's not too far away. We've been out there a little while. Let's just think about that. In the central part of Idaho, seems the story's told. Shoshone tribes, the settlers' brides, the tale starts to unfold. Love we have for the mountains, pride we have in life. Dear mother, though father sky, what goes beyond our lives? Crystal pines upon the mountainside, the snow upon your bow. Sun shines through your needle branches, great spirit, tell me how. We might carry more easily the pain and guilt we store, and blend it in with our own strength and shoulder what we bore. Crystal pines upon the mountainside, our furry, feathery friends. A life they live, a model for us to copy and relive. Story told to Indian maids about the great brown bear, and feathers used from eagle's wings, a symbol that we care. Yeah, well, our family and our friends believe we've done the best we know. The life we live, the best we give up here in Idaho. The love we have for the mountains, the pride we have for life. Dear mother, though father sky, what goes beyond our lives? Crystal pines upon the mountainside, the snow upon your bough. Sun shines through your needle branches, great spirit, tell me now. Lesson that I was to learn from all that come to pass. Give us strength to teach the ones we love, so our lives fulfilled at last. Well, as he said, the young man broke off from us and headed with his newfound love up to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and we're turning and we're going to head out to Montana and ride through Montana a little bit. Montana, Montana, land of the big sky. Montana, Montana, we love you, here's the reason why. Montana, Montana, big sky and tall pine trees. Montana, Montana, land of the cool mountain breeze. And I'm back in Montana to find Suanna. Yes, I'm back in Montana to love Suanna. Suanna, Suanna, always my main squeeze. Montana, oh Suanna, Suanna, in winter you warm the freeze. And Susanna, Susanna, missed you while I was gone. That bandana on my Susanna, the girl whose love I have known. Bandana, bandana, tied her hair up high. Bandana, bandana, untie it and let it fly. Bandana, bandana, the color of turquoise rose. That bandana on my Suanna, falling by her bare toes. Now can I ask you to be my girl? Now can I, watching her hair unfurl? Well, now can I, marry you, my dear? Now can I, keep you for all of my years? And we'll live in Montana, me and my Suanna, and we'll love in Montana, me and my Suanna. Montana, Montana, land of the big sky. Montana, Montana, we love you, here's the reason why. Montana, Montana, we missed you while we're gone. Montana, Montana, land of the cool mountain breeze. Well, it's probably not hot enough up here in the mountains for this dang thing. Oh boy. You know, coming out of Montana, going up through Kansas, you know, Wyoming and Kansas, we're getting in there and we're getting a little weary about being out there. And he said, you know what, you just stop worrying about the mule and go load the wagon. And so we went, he's going to pay us, and down by the Red River, I guess we ought to just listen to him. So, yeah! Out on the range, the scenes we feel much better. Smile at bright sky and we smile during stormy weather. We love the sound of our spurs, a jingle, jangle, jingle, jangle, jingle, jangling. And we don't worry about the mule. We load the wagon. Yeah! Our doggies roam, we're far from home, but we're together. We need a bath, 'cause we smell of saddle leather. We love the sound of our spurs, a jingle, jangle, jingle, jangle, jingle, jangling. And we don't worry about the mule. We load the wagon. Yeah! So don't worry about the mule, load the wagon. Our doggy stray, all in a daze, work it's a giving. Round up the herd, I guess you've heard, makes life worth living. We love the sound, well, of our spurs. Jingle, jangle, jingle, jangling. We don't worry about the mule. We load the wagon. So don't worry about the mule. Load the wagon. It'll build a road of solid gold from here to heaven. So don't worry about the mule. Load the wagon. Load the wagon. Load the wagon. You know, I've been noticing as we're coming through some of the towns that the kids there, or young'uns anyway, they just can't figure out who's heroes. They don't have a Hoppy and a Gene and a Roy Rogers and that stuff. You know, they got all these heroes that seem to have the next day they're in trouble. Beyond the moon set amongst the stars hang the silver and gold guitars, dwell the heroes of our childhood, cowboys and singing stars. They're there in spirit, we know their names, some of their memories and halls of fame. Through the years we've come to know them, well, they've kept a healthy name. We wish our children some of the same. We wish their heroes their halls of fame. But it seems that who they're choosing cannot keep a healthy name. Beyond the moon set amongst the stars hang the silver and gold guitars, dwell the heroes of our childhood, cowboys and singing stars. They're there in spirit, we know their names, some of their memories and halls of fame. Through the years we've come to know them, well, they've kept a healthy name. Beyond the moon's eye, oh, well, Oklahoma's coming up pretty quick. I'm thinking about that girl I left behind, and I'm kind of lonesome out here. Me and Charlie Paul. I'm a lonesome cowboy singing a happy tune. Well, you know I left my girl way too soon. Well, these cattle that I'm attending to are keeping me from what I'm really wanting to do. I'm a lonesome cowboy singing a happy tune. Well, a year has gone by since I saw my girl standing outside her door. Well, you know I love her kisses, but always she's asking for more, like marriage. These cattle that I'm attending to are keeping me from what I'm really wanting to do. I'm a lonesome cowboy singing a happy tune. Adiole, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Lo, yeah, lo, yeah, lo, lo. We get up to the Red River and the foreman pays up really good. We're kind of on our own. Then it came to me. I said, you know what? We're getting a little older. Maybe we ought to think about some of that important stuff. Time is slipping away, old cowboy. Time is slipping away. Each day these cows get so much attention, there's no time at the end of the day to go back in town where that gal is awaiting. You should show up without hesitating. You see her face in every cloud, so go home and make her proud. Time is slipping away, old cowboy. Time is slipping away. Time is slipping away, old cowboy. Time is slipping away. And back in town where that gal is awaiting, you should show up without hesitating. You see her face in every cloud. Now go home and make her proud. Time is slipping away, old cowboy. Time is slipping away. You're not getting younger, there's not many like her. You be happy at the end of the day. So you're back in town where that gal is awaiting. You showed up without hesitating. You saw her face in every cloud. Now you're home, go make her proud. Time is slipping away, old cowboy. Time is slipping away. I've changed it so often I haven't memorized it yet. Well, and you know, I'm back in town, and we've spent our life. It's been good. We got a couple of kiddos and nice little ranch outside of town, and you know, you always want to leave a nice afterglow for everybody, you know. I like my memory to be a happy one. I like to leave an afterglow as the last bell tolls. I'm just a cowboy, and I'm a-wishing that my friends will help me when our master calls. I like to leave an echo whispering through the twilight haze of happy times and laughing times and bright sunny days. Well, I'm just a cowboy, and I'm a-wishing that my friends will help me walk through my maze. Well, I've never died before, I don't know how, so I'll drive my life till the wheels fall off. Yeah, I like my tears from those who are grieving to dry before the sun. Have happy memories when my life is done. Well, I'm just a cowboy, and I'm a-wishing that my friends will help me finish this run. You see, I've never died before, I just don't know how. So I'll drive my life till the wheels fall off. Like my memory to be a happy one, a leaping afterglow as my last bell tolls. Well, I'm just a cowboy, And I'm a-wishing that my friends will help me when our master calls. And I'll leave here with the cowboy's afterglow. And happy trails to you. Thanks for having me.
Request is Patty.
She,
I'd like Helen and Jim to do I Flirt.
Okay.
get up here.
Everybody knows the story behind this, I think. Well, there's some people here that don't know. Jim wrote this song. It's called "I Flirt," and he did it one night when we were playing a show at Dunn Brothers. And I'm like, that is such a cute song.
You stole it.
Well, no. See, I thought it was such a cute song, and I wanted to do it, but it was from a guy's perspective. And I was like, Jim, will you rewrite that song so I can do it? And that's what he did. Give me an intro. I'm just a regular girl. Let's give this dance hall a whirl. But the sound of guitars, the guy at the bar, I had no warning. I got a whole lot of charm. Soon that guy from the bar was dancing away in shameful display in my arms. I flirt, ooh, just enough to be nice, not enough to be naughty, just enough to be nice, but never enough to be naughty. I'm out Sunday morning, thinking things would be boring. But at the end of the pew, a guy with eyes so deep blue, I had no warning. He kept smiling my way. I was in shameful display. He took me in his arms, using his charms, that's okay. I flirt, ooh, just enough to be nice, not enough to be naughty, just enough to be nice, but never enough to be naughty. I'm out driving my car, saw that guy from the bar, thought I heard a loud sound, oh, but boy was I wrong, I had no warning. He said, pull over here, you got an open beer. That's when I discovered the badge he uncovered, oh my dear. I flirt, ooh, just enough to be nice, not enough to be naughty, just enough to be nice, but never enough to be naughty, just enough to be nice, not enough to be naughty, just enough to be nice, but never, ever, ever enough to be naughty. Woo! Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you, Jim.